I'm sure all of you are familiar with Vince McMahon. Even if you don't watch the WWE, you've seen his name, or maybe you've seen him get hit with a bedpan by Stone Cold Steve Austin when he was in a hospital bed, or maybe you've watched him blow out both of his quads when he tried sliding into the wrestling ring. You've probably at least seen this goober before. And I imagine a lot of you know that there is a very disturbing history with some allegations of horrible things, including a sex trafficking case, and it's very clear, it's no secret, that the thing Vince McMahon cares most about in this world is money. And if the allegations are true, then the thing that he cares about almost as much as money is not his family, it's, you guessed it, poop. Literal shit from ass. That poop. Seems to be a big fan of it, based on the allegations that are out there. But anyway, outside of those two things, we now have new body cam footage that gives us a little insight into something else that he likes maybe as much as poop and money: reckless driving.
A sports car is speeding down the highway with cops in hot pursuit. The Bentley is going over 100 miles an hour with no signs of slowing down. Then, the speeding car slams into another vehicle before smashing into a guardrail. Cops in Westport, Connecticut have some serious questions for the driver.
Dude's out here acting like it's Need for Speed Most Wanted, except he's 80 years old, he's literally an octogenarian, and he is just unable to even control his vehicle at these speeds. So he's apparently going over 100 miles per hour, and he crashes into an innocent civilian's vehicle. Then he hits the median, and debris from his car causes an accident on the other side as well. Luckily, no one was injured from this, but it very easily could have been fatal at those speeds.
Do you need an ambulance?
No, I don't.
All right. Why were you driving over 100 miles an hour?
It's my granddaughter's birthday. I got to get this the next
All
exit.
right. Did you see me trying to catch up to you behind you?
I didn't see that. I saw lights, but it didn't look normal.
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up to you, and you keep taking off.
He's going with the classic excuse of, "Oh, I didn't see you there. I didn't know I couldn't do that. Huh. You guys were behind me, it all looked normal. I didn't think anything of those flashing lights. What? Color me pink, I can't believe it." But at least he had a good reason to be going over 100 miles per hour on the road. It was an emergency. It was his granddaughter's birthday, for crying out loud, and he can't be late. Her birthday celebration can't start without him. He's gotta kick down that door, fucking pyrotechnics going off, strut on up to her and say, "You're fired!" And then they can open presents and have a good time. So it makes sense that he's going this fast, and honestly, it's Vince McMahon's world, we're just living in it, he's shitting on us. The question we should be asking is, what was that civilian doing on the road when Vince McMahon was driving there anyway? They should have pulled over to the side like they do for police officers. It's Vince fucking McMahon.
Oh, no, I'm not trying to outrun you.
I know, I understand that, but that's why I was very confused. Right? Because it wasn't like you were running, it was just like you almost hit, I think, 115 miles an hour. All right, and then you just hit someone because you weren't paying attention. Were you looking at your phone?
No, trying to drive. No, I'm not looking at my
phone. The person was right in front of you. There's got to be a reason you hit him.
No, I haven't been driving my car and God knows how long.
All right. It was right in front of you. You went straight at it.
That is a watertight defense right there. When the officer's pressing him like, "How did you hit that car directly in front of you? You must have been distracted by your phone or something." And Vince is like, no. "Well, you see, the reason I hit that car in front of me, well, I haven't driven this car in a while." Galaxy brain. The chess master has made his move. What a fucking wacky excuse that should have been used against him in court as evidence of him going senile and probably shouldn't be having his license in the first place if he can't remember how a steering wheel works because he hasn't driven that car in a while.
At 100 miles an hour. I'm just making sure you're not having a medical condition or anything. Do you need an ambulance?
No.
All right. Just your registration. Is your license in here?
It is crazy how much Vince McMahon's face looks like one of the guns from High on Life 2. So anyway, we'll fast forward here and I'll give you the aftermath. Like I mentioned, nobody was injured here, which is extremely lucky, and he was cited for reckless driving. and appeared in court about it.
A judge granted him probation in his reckless driving case. That will allow charges against him to be dropped in 1 year's time.
It came after he'd previously applied for a pretrial probation program called Accelerated Rehabilitation in connection with a 3-car crash on July 24th. This is a picture of McMahon's Bentley right after the collision occurred on the Merritt Parkway in Westport.
Yes, they're giving him a very gentle love tap on the tuchus there. Not exactly like a harsh punishment or anything, so it'll be like a year of probation and a $1,000 donation to charity, and then he is in the accelerated rehab program for it. Now, no doubt that $1,000 hit that Vince McMahon's about to take is one he's going to feel. That ought to be enough to put him on the straight and narrow, really teach him a lesson. He's only a billionaire after all, so every $1,000 counts, right? Then they show that picture of his vehicle after that crash. Holy shit. Like, again, it's extremely lucky no one was injured or killed in this. He was going fast as fuck. He was zooming. He erased half the front end of this bitch. Like, oh my god.
It's alleged that he was swerving in and out of traffic, going in excess of 90 miles per hour.
The police report said McMahon collided with the back of a BMW, then the center median, with debris causing another car to crash.
He's fully insured. He did send 2 apology notes out through counsel.
In granting the program, the judge also said McMahon must make a $1,000 charitable contribution.
God, that skunk shit he's doing with his hair is so peculiar. It's like he just watched X-Men 2 and wanted to copy Rogue's hairstyle for himself. So yeah, he's gonna have everything dismissed in a year thanks to that program, the probation and all that, and he is ordered to pay that $1,000. Now, he swears it'll never happen again, but if anyone has ever heard about Vince McMahon's driving, because it's not exactly like the most tight-lipped thing in the industry, you'd know that there are a ton of people in the industry there that refuse to ride with Vince McMahon because, according to them, he is a trash driver and very dangerous behind the wheel. Which I fully believe based on this body cam and also the fact that he is just an unhinged maniac in general. This guy is a loose cannon psychopath. So yeah, I can definitely imagine that him behind the wheel is a recipe for disaster. And it's just very fortunate in this case that he didn't kill somebody. I also saw this post here from the person who was apparently struck. I don't know if her name's public or not, so I went ahead and censored it, but she is recounting how this all unfolded with Vince McMahon rear-ending her, going 80 to 90, she said. And luckily, her and the dog are mostly fine and was able to keep control of the car. And this is also when Jim Cornette came in and said the long list of people who refused to ride with Vince driving, included me and Jim Ross, who told him, "I love my children and want to see them again." Once again, just reiterating how known Vince McMahon has become for this kind of reckless driving. So I'm surprised this hadn't happened sooner. And again, it is just very lucky that he didn't kill this woman or the other vehicle or anyone else on the road here with his driving. So anyway, just wanted to yap about that. That's about it. See ya.